Yeah, buddy, we're back again. We're gonna we're gonna play a rapid game this time. This is a little bit more of my speed. Quadruple digits in this game mode. But we're playing white. We're gonna go Vienna because of course. Oh, okay. This is gonna work kind of the same way. He's probably gonna have to take. And then I'll do something. Interesting. Okay, well, let's just solidify, take a little bit more of the center. He's throwing out that bishop. It's kind of interesting. Okay. Well, let's just yeah, let's do that. Okay. Get our other knight out. Guess we're not in a big hurry to make any like super crazy moves right now. He's from freaking Iraq. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay. He's not trying to push up and trade for the center, I guess, which is too bad because we're going to kind of force a little bit more of that, and then we're probably going to throw this bishop out along this file somewhere, and then we're going to castle. But, um, okay, obviously trading the knight, bishop, or bishop for the knight, kind of interesting. I mean, that gives us a more solid base in the center. Okay, we're going to push up and threaten that knight. Kind of has to go here or just go back, which is not very fun probably for him. Okay, good. Okay, here's something. There's gotta be something spicy we can do. There we go. We're just gonna force him to kind of suffocate a little bit in the middle of the board. It's very interesting. Guess we don't really care that much about that. We'll just put that there. If he takes, we're just gonna slide right in and keep the center just trading freaking side pawns. Keep in the middle kind of constricted is what I like to do a lot with white. Is like it's super beneficial. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. We're gonna do that, so he has to do that and then kind of open up a little bit. Okay, we're gonna castle. It's kind of interesting because usually when both sides castle on the same side, it's like the game ends a little bit faster. It tends to be kind of more uh aggressive, I guess, to do that. But I mean, we've got a little bit more of a safe position than he does at this point. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're just gonna slide up there. Probably next up is getting the rooks out. I mean, this bishop is in a really awkward spot. The problem is that I can't really move the knight super well. Yeah, we'll do that. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. We're covered by the queen. Okay. Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay. Really don't want that right now. We'll throw the knight right there, so you can't move that pawn for like a discovered attack or anything. Okay. Interesting. That is very tricky. Here's what we're gonna do. Discovered attack on the knight. He'll probably take with the knight, but then we pin it with the queen. There we go. Sacking a pawn for that. Okay. There we go. He can't take because it's pinned, and then we kind of push in a little bit more. He's not in a very good spot right now. He's as far as material goes, he's up one, but I mean his king is not safe right now. We're definitely like kind of controlling the momentum a little bit more. The only thing that he can really do is like go there and kind of mess up the pawn structure a little bit, which isn't that big of a problem at this point because then I can just kind of like swoop in with my queen and threaten it and kind of take over on this side. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do this and then if he's smart, yeah, okay. Check. And then this is game pretty much. Like there's not really a ton that he can do because the second that yeah, okay, we're just gonna slide right up in there, and then he has to go there, and then it's GG. Okay. Oh, shiz. Are you freaking kidding me? That was the worst misclick in the world of misclicks. Okay. We're gonna. Oh, that's so embarrassing. You've got to be kidding me. Um, okay, well, checkmate. Nice try. That was a really good move he just did there. He was trying to get me to trade rooks so he could like escape out of that. But since the bishop or that bishop was there, he was kind of in an awkward spot the whole game. I ended up just like that rook was safe to go there, and that was mate. So it was a little bit interesting. I definitely made a really stupid move, but fortunately, I mean, ended up winning anyways. So we'll do one more. White again. Okay, we're gonna go Vienna. It's always good. Interesting. Okay. Not sure what he's trying to do with that. I mean, obviously he'll probably no. Okay. Well, we're gonna then if he takes, we're threatening the freaking bishop, and he's kind of forced to move it a little bit more. It's not really considered like a super great idea to move the same piece multiple times in the first couple of moves, but that's why like those super aggressive moves at the beginning can be a little bit interesting. Okay. So next up, we want to get the queen out of the way. We'll probably just slide on up here. Probably try and do something like that, and then we'll just scoot over one. Oh, interesting. Okay. Um, is it worth it to do this? I mean, he'll probably just move the freaking bishop. Yeah, we'll go over one. That was actually a pretty good move. That's the thing that I like a lot about freaking Vienna is like the momentum that you get at the beginning when you win this like whole exchange there. If they played the knight on the freaking at the like on the king side, it's like so brutal. Like the momentum shift. So it's kind of like pretty even at the beginning, and then like once you force them to move their knight back and you take that pawn, I mean you gambit away the first one, but then you take it right back and you have stronger control over the center. I mean, I like it just because it's a little bit more of like a principled, like momentum based type of a thing instead of just like playing the Scotch or whatever. Um, let's see, there isn't really a ton. I don't understand necessarily what the point of that was, besides just to move the knight out. But we're gonna push that little bishop out of there because that's kind of annoying. The counter gambit that he played was really interesting. Kind of hadn't really seen that before. That's the thing that I like a lot about the Vienna too, like especially at like the lower like quadruple digits where I'm at is like you can get a lot of like off theory things that people don't see a lot, and like at this level off theory openings can really mess someone's day up a little bit because they haven't obviously seen it too much. But um probably end up okay, good. So now he moved that bishop out of we got that bishop out of the way. So now I can check right here, and then I can slide in with the bishop and take that, and then he's probably going to have to block with his queen or the pawn or the knight. Okay. So what we'll do is we're going to yeah, okay. I changed my mind. We're just going to take and then we're going to okay. I see a little bit more. The plan's coming together a little bit more. We're just gonna check. He's probably gonna slide that up, and then we'll open up his center a little bit more. That's the thing. That's kind of my strat is like I like to kind of just like suffocate them a little bit at the beginning and then just kind of peel it open like at a more comfortable pace. That way they don't end up with just like kind of exploding out and doing all sorts of damage. That is not that big of a threat right now. The only thing um, we're gonna do, we're just gonna move the rook so we can cover the pawn right here. Okay. I mean, kind of sucks because he's probably just gonna slide a rook over and then double him up somehow and then interesting. Well, we're just gonna slide in here and check him real quick. Take that pawn for free. Kind of peel open his front line a little bit. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Check. Could go there and block, but that's not that great. He's probably gonna end up sliding that way. Okay. Well, here's what we're gonna do. He's probably gonna try and take that pawn, which I really don't care, because then we can just kind of slide this rook up there. Interesting. Okay. We'll throw another check out. Kind of force him back a little bit, and then we'll take that rook from him. If we can. Perfect. This is what we like. Check. And then we do some fun stuff, pinning all of his pieces to his king, trapping him in the corner of the board, and then kind of sliding in. Interesting. Okay. He's probably gonna try and like, the problem is that he can't really go anywhere except for there with his king. So I mean, and if he goes there, then we just take. But so this is pretty good. We'll probably just kind of push up with our pawns a little bit more on this side of the board and then just like do some more fun stuff. Interesting. Okay, we'll take the knight. And then he really can't retaliate that well anyways, so we're probably just gonna interesting. So there there might be some interesting stuff we can do. I mean, let's try. Okay, there we go. We're gonna sack that pawn, kind of force him to open up a little bit more, and then we'll crack his shell a little bit. Here we go. Check. Can't really do anything. Okay. Let's do. Yeah, let's do that. We're just gonna make some more room for that rook to move around a little bit more. He's probably gonna do some silly thing, and then we'll probably end up having to trade rooks, and then we'll simplify down because we're up 8. I mean, yeah. And then he can't really get to us super well with just that bishop, so I'm comfortable with this 100%. Yeah, we'll take that too. Thank you, sir. And then we are just gonna slide that up. Get a queen. Okay, check. He's definitely going for a stalemate right now. He's just trying to get rid of all of his pieces. Yeah, no, there's nothing you can do, bro. It's too late. Too late. Yeah, check. Check again. Probably gonna go there. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Whew, that was a good one. Kind of what won him. Oh, he wants to rematch. Probably not. It was really interesting because he like the Gambit that he played at the beginning was like I'm not super like the whole idea of like throwing the bishop out like that and then I don't I don't really understand the point of like I guess you're trying to build for a center, but like at the same time it's kind of interesting because then you're blocking the bishop in and I can just kind of push it out, which like obviously I kind of did. It was just like a little bit of a delay and then I kind of moved in with the queen and then it was like obviously like you can see the eval is kind of bouncing back and forth, but like ultimately I kind of boxed him in here. So I mean the queen trade and all that. I mean we got that knight for free and then like he was really screwed here and then we just kind of kept playing the game with him a little bit. He was losing all of his pieces. We That's kind of an important principle of the way to play chess is like simplifying down because we had like an 8 point lead and like just trading pieces was a smart move because then he didn't have any real way to like retaliate against us with the lead that we had. So it was kind of interesting thing. I mean, I'm really happy with how that went. I mean, I used to be 1100, but I've kind of fallen a little bit because I've been trying to learn the Vienna a little bit more. I used to play the Scotch a lot, and that was fun. It was just like everybody plays the Scotch kind of at this level. I feel like every time that I've played black, like I see that a lot, like especially because at least for me, like I played the Caro Kann, so it's like that's also kind of not like a super common one at this level. But anyways, this guy was from Mexico, kind of cool. Yeah, that was a pretty good game. I mean, these two were pretty good examples of like how theory kind of gets you a little bit of a head start. It gets you your foot in the door, but you kind of have an understanding of like danger levels and all of that. I mean, the danger levels thing was kind of a real important factor in that first game, but all these games went pretty well. So good stuff.